Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is SM Usman and I'm your IELTS trainer. I hope you all are fine. In today's video, my topic is related to IELTS listening, one of the most important part, which is MCQs. Well, in MCQs of IELTS listening, you all know that it happens many times that whenever you are trying to find out the answer, you notice that the answer is not easy to find. Why? Well, let me tell you why. So in MCQs, the problem which candidates are facing is that many of my students also discuss this thing with me, that whenever they are looking for the right answer and they are pretty much confident about the right answer, but when they check the answer with from the answer key, they notice that the answer which they have noticed, they have understood in the audio, it's quite different than the one they have selected. Well, let me explain you why this happens. Let me give you an example. Suppose that there are different options given in the MCQs and you are listening like this, that very soon we will go to the rock concert. Now, when you see in the option there is no word rock concert, alright? So the word which is mentioned in the audio, it is musical event, okay? So you have to understand this thing, that in listening MCQs, choose the best option out of 3 or 4 options. You need to understand the central idea of the audio. So go for synonyms. Look for any rephrase vocabulary in the audio. Do not catch the matching keyword. I repeat again, do not catch the exact word you listen in the audio. Why? Because most of the time in MCQs listening, the right answer is in synonym, as I earlier mentioned the example. Now, second problem. Now what happened is that in some of the cases, you listen two different options in the audio, but the question is mentioned that choose the one best option. Now the problem comes that you feel like that there are two options they have mentioned, but which one I should go for? So let me tell you. Most of the time what happens in the listening MCQs is that when you listen to the audio, you listen something like that. We tried to discuss with the government to organize cycling rallies so that we can increase the awareness of health. But see what I am doing now. But the government didn't allow, so finally we had to organize the musical event. All right. Now see, there are two problems. Number one, firstly, you listen the word which is cycling rallies in the audio, and there is an option given cycling rallies. And definitely when you listen the exact option, you just quickly take mark on it. But after this word, the audio says but the government didn't allow, and finally we organized the musical event. Now the second option in the listing was the right answer, which was musical event. And the other problem is that the word musical event may be not mentioned in the keyword. It might be given in synonym, which is rock concert. So these are the main reasons why the listening MCQ answers get quite, becomes quite challenging for you. So remember this thing. One of the third thing I would like to add here. Now I have just described two things. Number one, you have to look for synonym. Number two, you have to remember that first answer, which might be easy to listen, would be wrong, and then you listen the audio some expression, but ultimately, finally, at last, and then might be the next word will be the actual answer. So these expressions counts a lot in the MCQs, which helps you to catch the right option. And the last thing I would like to add over here is that when you answer the MCQ's question, remember that the last option is the right choice. All right? Most of the MCQs in IELTS listening, there will be two options. So if you have some confusion and if you have to make a flute, okay, यानी आपको अगर तुक्का लगाना पड़ जाए कि डेफिनेटली नेगेटिव मार्किंग तो नहीं है, तो आप एक ऑप्शन चूज कर सकते हैं. सो गो फॉर दैट वन विच यू लिसन इन द सेकेंड एज अ सेकेंडरी. ओके, जैसे फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में आपने सुना कि साइकिलिंग रैली, सेकंड सेंटेंस में आपने सुना म्यूजिकल इवेंट्स. So secondary option is usually the right option. Okay, so these are the three things of today's listening MCQs lecture. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to this channel because I will be making more videos which will be quite informative. Okay, so have a nice day. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.